Hey, what's up, everyone? Just got back from the coin show, so just getting ready to organize some of the stuff I bought and brought home, and figured I'd make a video because, things get me thinking. One of the weird things about going to a coin show, though, is I know sometimes people go with plans, like they have to finish a set or anything. For me, I just go looking for things that catch my eye that I think are also a good price. So a lot of times I'll have the sellers say to me, hey, you're looking for anything in particular? Well, I'm just looking for something I find interesting for a decent price, really. I mean, there's a million things I would consider buying if it was for the right price. But, and a lot of things I do like, but I won't buy them because it's not the right price. So what I got over here is some things that caught my eye and were the right price. Now, I just have to tell you coming in, I have 3 stacks of coins here because I bought them from 3 separate dealers. There's probably about 30 or 40 dealers at this coin show, which is roughly monthly. But I always buy from the same 4 people. I look at the other people, but sometimes they have stuff I don't like. Like, there's a few people who only sell fairly new bullion. I get tired of looking at stacks of Philharmonics and Silver Eagles and Maples. I just can't do it. And then there's some other people who sell nothing but graded pre-33 gold that I can't afford. So I don't go to them. But there are the other people who I do tend to go to, and they have some cool stuff. So anyway, first guy. Basically, I just bought 5 1916 and 16S Mercury dimes. Now, the prices came out to $19.50 for these. He only wanted $15. So, sounds like a win to me. For the most part, they're probably worth a bit more than that. And good for me because I can put them in some tubes and make a little bit of a 16 and 16S tubes, which is something I like to do. I'm a strange fellow. I like doing that sort of thing. Second person I go to, again, one of my favorites at this show, I actually picked up some foreign coins. This one, I like to get the foreign coins for a little bit over melt if I can. The melt on this 20 centavo from the Philippines is probably like $2, $2.25. I paid $6.50 because the coin is awesome. Like, I don't recall seeing one lately that looks as nice as this one. This is a really, really nice coin. Look at that luster. I mean, the design is nice as it is, but all the ones I have look like they've been, thrown on the ground and stomped on. But look how beautiful that coin is. So $6.50, I don't mind. And then, actually, I picked this up from a different guy I never bought from before. $6 AU Washington quarter. It's not bad. I think it's worth about that. I've gotten some for a little bit less. But you know what? It's 0.18 ounces of silver. I'll put this one aside because this is kind of going to feed into something else I'm going to talk about in a little while. Right here, I bought 2 6-pence and a 3-pence, and as you can tell, these were $2.25, $2.50, and $2.50. Now, the other cool thing about these were, let's see, what did these come to? So $6.50, 13. Yeah, these came to like $13.75 for all 4 of them, and the dealer just said, "Give me 12." So I saved $4.50 from the first dealer by buying multiples, and I saved $1.75 here, so 6 1/4. I'm pretty happy. Now these, as far as melt value goes, this one, the melt value is, I think, like 55 cents, and I think it's like maybe $1 to $1.05 for these. So I paid well above melt, but I do think they're pretty cool coins. So definitely happy to pick them up. Let's see the backs of here. So, actually, I should say the obverse. So pretty cool coins. Especially, I do like the 3-pence. The 3-pence has some really nice details. Just the slightest little hint of luster, like just the slightest, tiniest bit, but very cool. Okay, so we got those there. And then, the last guy I went to, now you might see some of these prices and say, oh my god, you're crazy. No, because what he does is he has like these big bins, and he writes high prices on them, and then says everything's 50% off. I don't know, some people feel like they're getting a deal, I guess, but he actually has some good stuff in there. So right here, oh, and by the way, all this stuff came to like $146 by his regular prices, and it should have come to like 73, and he gave me a break too. He says, just give me 70. So, pretty good. I got kind of like a $9 or $10 in discounts for buying multiples from those dealers. So even more reason to go back to these same 3 or 4 dealers. So another Mercury dime. I always end up buying a lot of Mercury dimes there, especially 16s. Now this is probably going to bore you to tears, but I bought quite possibly some of the most common Washington quarters there are. And these are basically high AU and BU quarters. Very, very common dates. Nothing remarkable except for one thing. And that one thing is that they're all made out of 90% silver. Basically, this is the way I stack bullion. If I had to, if you drew a line and says, okay, are you a coin collector or are you a stacker? I am definitely more of a coin collector, but I like the fact that certain coins have intrinsic metal value. The difference with me is some people will buy, like, let's say 1 ounce rounds, and they'd love the 1 ounce rounds because they're just 1 ounce of silver and they got them for a ridiculously low premium over silver. Well, that's fine. That's your jam. That's what you like to do. And then some people will buy sovereign coins like Philharmonics, Silver Eagles, Maple Leafs. Same thing. They might pay a few bucks over on a premium. Oh, okay. Whatever you want to do. I actually like stuff that's circulated. Now, this stuff probably circulated very, very little. Let's throw this bad boy in there too. So basically I got 6 of these, 6 times 0.18. I got 1.02 ounces of silver with probably little to no metal loss because they are brilliant uncirculated. Now, 1.2 ounces, I paid $6 a piece. So I paid $36 for slightly over 1 ounce of silver. That is, let's see, that's a premium of about today's market, $12. So I paid like a 50% premium. Whereas if you're paying, let's say, $5 over for a Silver Eagle, you're paying like maybe 21, 22% over. So some people would think I'm a crazy, crazy man. But I just really like this stuff. And that's really the thing with me, too, is it has to be something that I find interesting. I can respect someone really loves Silver Eagles. Nice looking coin. But I would just get bored out of my mind if I just had tube upon tube upon tube of Silver Eagles. I need different stuff. Even lately, like I've noticed that that's why I've gotten into the foreign coins. If you look at some of my other videos, I just need something different to learn about, to look for, to figure out. It made the coin show more interesting for me today because I was kind of on the hunt for certain things. Like I was on the hunt for some Balboas, and I only found one seller who had Balboas, and the prices were a bit higher than I wanted to pay. Now, if they were in really great shape, that's another story. But they really weren't. They were kind of worn, and they were kind of like being sold at. They were kind of like in fine condition for BU prices. So I stayed away from those. Kind of pricey. So I did that. And then over here, I thought these were pretty good too. I picked up a 1963, allegedly proof-like 80% Canadian half dollar. Hey, she looks familiar. You know what? I think that is proof-like. Wow. So I picked up that, and then I picked up these 2 silver dollars, as you can tell, 64 and 63. Now, these are 80% silver, unlike the U.S. brethren that are 90%. But nice-looking coins. Now, as you can tell, this guy, he's the 50% guy, $30 a piece. I would not pay $30 a piece for these, but I will pay $15 all day long. I looked through his bin. Unfortunately, I was only able to find 2 because I probably would have bought every one he had if he had them. Because as of right now, silver's it's pretty low. I think it's actually like 23 something an ounce, and each one of those Canadian silver dollars have they're 80% finest, but they have 0.6 ounces of silver. So I just checked today, and the melt value is $13.85. I paid 15. So that's pretty darn good in my opinion, because you figure, you see, I paid a buck 15 over, so I paid about an 8% premium. I just did that fast, so if I'm wrong, forgive me. I went to public school, but I paid about an 8% premium on them. And let's face it, if we have a good night or two and silver goes up a little bit, it's going to be where I kind of broke even on them. Now, the other thing is, these usually have more of a premium. If you go on eBay, I've seen some that are circulated, not beaten up or anything, but circulated, going for like $18 or $19. Matter of fact, I was bidding 18 or 19 on some the other day, and I lost out on them. So 15 is fantastic, and these are really, really nice looking silver dollars. So I would think if I were going to auction them off or sell them, I could probably get $22 or $23 a piece for them. Really, no problem. So I think I did pretty well on them. And that's another thing I like about the Canadians is it's kind of a cheap way to get silver, because a lot of times it doesn't go for much over melt. So that's another thing to look at if you're looking for reasonably priced silver. And I mean, these are pretty recognizable. Like, I was looking through some of the coins, and since I've been buying the foreign coins, I've kind of gravitated towards Mexican coins, Panamanian coins, and to a lesser extent Philippine coins. I just like them. I kind of like the designs. With the Panamanian, I like that they're 90% silver. With the Mexican, I like that they print everything on the coin. That's pretty cool. The Philippines have a really nice designs, and they are made by the U.S. Mint. So, there's a lot to like there. But some of these other countries I'm not as familiar with. Like, one of the dealers had a lot of Russian kopecks. Nothing against the kopeck. I'm just not really familiar with it, so I didn't feel like I could make an informed purchase. Whereas if somebody is selling, a Balboa, or 5 or 25 peso silver coins, I feel like I can make a better decision because I'm more familiar with them. So anyway, I think that'll definitely come as I get more into this and more comfortable with the foreign silver. But I just wanted to show this to you, and I'm kind of wondering how many of you would kind of like buy, like, say, non-stacker coins, for lack of a better term. Because I know people put a line between, like, say, silver rounds and then sovereign silver coins. But then some of the sovereign silver coins are kind of like sovereign silver to me in name only. Like if you see some of these weird coins that are made by, like, Tuvalu, and I think it's like Turks and Caicos, Ghana, American Samoa, and they'll have characters on them. Like, I saw one coin, I believe it was by Tuvalu, and it had James Bond on it. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? My thinking is that they deal with private mints, they contract with private mints, and they kind of like lend their sovereignty to these mints to make stuff that sells for big money, and they use that as a revenue stream. But, like, they're not actually, like, circulating coins. Like, if you went to Tuvalu, could you use your James Bond coin to buy dinner? I don't know. I mean, someone will probably take it if it's gold or something, but I don't know. I don't want to really buy a James Bond coin or a Captain America coin or a Fred Flintstone coin. Peanuts coins. I like Peanuts, but I don't want Charlie Brown on my coin. I don't know, just me. I'd rather look at this individual, to be honest with you, on the coin than Fred Flintstone. Just me. But anyway, I hope you have a good one. I will talk to you later. See ya.